Hi, I'm Lauren G. Koch, Keeper of the Old Ways, and this is the collective reading for my community as well as you if you find an alignment with it. And we will be using an anchor card for 2024 for the collective in this group. So I achieved this number 8, by adding 2024 together. So 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 4 is 8. And if you want to do this card specifically for yourself, the way you're going to figure that out is by adding your birth month to your birthday. So for me, March 17th, that would be 3 plus 1 plus 7. And that is, you go down to individual digits. So the 17 would combine into 8. Then I would add that to 3 for 11. And then I would add that to 2024. And that would end up being 2035. I would break that down to a single number, which would be 10 total. And so that would be my anchor card for the year. But we're going to focus on the collective anchor card for the year, which is strength. So that's going to be in the center of our reading. As I cleanse and shuffle the deck, I will call in the ancestors and our spirit guides and any messages from the angels and divine that would like to share something with us today. And don't worry if you don't catch all of the information on this reading. I will take and provide a breakdown in the description, as well as all of the information to do your own reading as well. And as always, you're quite welcome in the space, and I appreciate you. All right, let's get to shuffling. So, our first card is going to be something to celebrate and be proud of from the previous year, which would be 2023 in this case. And that's going to be at the upper left-hand side, right next to the strength card. That's going to be the Knight of Cups. I'll pull all of the cards and then I'll do a breakdown of the information. Then for the second card, something to continue to explore in the new year, that's going to be to the right of the Strength card up at the top. And that is King of Pentacles. Our third card is a lesson to learn from the Anchor card. And that's going to be at the lower left-hand side. Number 4 is going to be the energy to bring with us. Sorry about that. The number 3 card is the 8 of Pentacles. And then the number 4 card is going to be the 10 of Cups. That is the energy to bring with you as you navigate these lessons. And that's going to be to the right of our cards. Then our 5th is how to navigate mindsets to navigating mindsets to release in the new year. So these are outdated beliefs and stuff like that. That comes with the Chariot. And then our final card is affirmations to comfort you throughout the new year. And that's Page of Swords. And both of those are on either side of the reading. So as you see in front of us, we have the Anchor card, Strength, and we're surrounded by the remaining cards. We have Knight of Cups in our first card spot, King of Pentacles in our second, 8 of Pentacles in our third, 10 of Cups in our fourth, In our 5th position, we have the Chariot, and in the 6th position, we have Page of Swords. Okay, so let's start breaking down this reading, starting with the Anchor card, which is Strength. This one is about perseverance. It's about finding strength in what we're doing, and also finding balance. You'll see the infinity sign above the lady's head, and for me, the whole card is more encapsulated by both figures. It's not more about her. It's not more about the animal, the lion. It's about finding balance in all of the energies here. And it doesn't have to be feminine or masculine, though that's how it's typically referred to. It's more about the nurturing aspects of it as well as the strength aspects of it, and finding that balance between trust as well as the nurturing and the strength side of things, right? So that is our Anchor card for 2024. Our first card is something to celebrate and be proud of for 2023. And we have Knight of Cups on this one. This one can be one of the knight in shining armor, love coming in and stuff like that. And 2023 for this community specifically did have a lot of growth, a lot of love, a lot of unity coming together. But it's also continuing to bear the cup, right? So make sure that within the knight energy, you don't get caught up or lost in it, because a lot of times knights can be a little forceful, a little forward moving, more than what you would think of normally, especially with the Knight of Swords. I'm thinking about that. But in this case, you're learning to go with the flow. You're not necessarily jumping before you think. It's a very staunch forward movement and bearing of this cup, right? So you have been bearing the cup of community, of unity, of bringing love into the world. And just remember that that's something to be celebrated, that you're not alone in, and it's something I would encourage you to continue to carry with you as well. We're followed by the second card, King of Pentacles, something to continue to explore in the new year. And while the Knight of Cups was sort of that apprenticeship, that beginning energy, the King of Pentacles is more about stability, that strong force that sits upon the throne and is knowledgeable about what they're doing. Last year, 2023 was about sort of getting your feet wet and starting to explore some things, maybe not always having the answers before you do them. But the King is, you are more confident, you are ready, you've rolled with the punches, and now you have a better idea of what to proceed into the following year, right? And there's abundance here as well, as demonstrated by the Pentacles. So don't forget that. Stability is often within abundance, and abundance can look like a lot of different things. That can be being surrounded by community, that can be financial abundance, that can be having a reliable job or car or partnership, right? So celebrate that and also continue to explore those areas in your life. So number 3, what lessons can we learn from the Anchor card, which is strength? And that is always be learning. Your strength is going to be in that apprentice mindset. Always be honing your craft. Always be trying new things, and don't get in that like guru mentality. So many people in this realm of study, anything esoteric or spiritual, can sort of get a guru type mentality. And instead, we need to approach everything from fresh eyes and build upon the skills that we already learn, right? And I have cards sticking to me. Our fourth card is the energy to bring with you as you navigate this lesson. And that is 10 of Cups. That is all about celebration and unity and community. Sometimes it can be about marriage and stuff like that, but for me, it's an overarching unity type thing and celebration as seen by this lovely rainbow arc filled with the 10 cups. And you see the joyousness proclaimed by the adult couple while you see the children just enjoying themselves and living life to the fullest, right? So that is the energy to bring with you into the new year, is that sense of community and celebration and love of what you're doing. And what negative mindset shall we release this new year? This can be outdated beliefs and stuff like that, and that comes with the Chariot. This has twofold meanings in this reading for sure. The Chariot is always going to be about forward motion and doing things, but there's also a sense of balance, right? The yin and the yang represented by the light and the dark. You want to try to find balance. You don't want to always be pushing forward and going for the next thing. You're going to burn yourself out, basically. So forward movement is great, but working smart and not hard is even better. And learning to take time to rest. Rest is so sacred. So take back rest and find your balance between work and play and rest. Because if you don't, you're just going to burn yourself out and there will be no forward movement. But continuing to have forward movement is knowing how to balance all of the energies involved. And we can sometimes use work as a coping mechanism, right? So taking this and reminding yourself of the balance in the forward movement is so important. And finally, we have an affirmation to comfort you through the new year. And that is the Page of Swords. This is all about passion. This is all about looking at life from almost the fool or the childlike viewpoint, right? Pages are even worse sometimes, especially swords, than the knights are at jumping before they think. But in this case, it's a good thing because sometimes following the passion is what's going to get us places. We can overthink things sometimes, and keeping things bright and vibrant and sometimes just following the flow is going to be a little bit more beneficial in this stage. But at the same time, use your knowledge, from the King of Pentacles. Use your knowledge that you've already built. And we have that as well within the apprenticeship, the Eight of Pentacles. Use that as a starting point for how far you go with just jumping off the deep end, right? Follow your passions, pursue with vigor, but also use your knowledge to your best of your ability. All right. So let me know how this rings out for you, how this sits. And if you need clarifiers or something like that, feel free to reach out. Also, if you would like a more individualized reading, I also do private readings. You can find all of that information on my website. And as always, my Patreon group gets all kinds of extra benefits, and that's what also fuels content creation like this. So if you've been on the fence, maybe now is the time to commit, because guess what? You get discounts on private readings and stuff like that, as well as even more collective stuff. So Happy New Year. I hope this helps fuel you as you start moving into the new year, and stay tuned for new stuff from Keeper of the Old Ways.